I thought what I could do being here and having this opportunity to speak to you in the beginning of the forum would be telling of our journey to become what we are today, a Creative Partnerships program, national program in Lithuania, at the moment with 80 schools around the country and 200 creative practitioners involved in this activity, and hosting also this European forum here in Vilnius. It all started in year 2009 when I and some colleagues of mine who really felt concerned and passionate about what is happening in education and what can arts and culture and creativity synergies with these areas do to education. So we started these conversations, we started to gather more people around these issues, trying to understand what it could mean, what kind of issues are at stake there. And we ended up with this huge forum in the autumn of year 2009, hosted by the president of the country and happening in the president's office and in the parliament, and the educational ministry being involved and so on. So it came out as something really important in our country. We got several hundred of participants from all over coming and really being interested in what is there when we talk about synergies of culture, creativity and education. And that was the moment when Paul made one of his inspiring speeches, first time in Lithuania, and he managed to inspire some politicians, obviously, as they came back quite soon to us saying we have to do this program on a big scale here in Lithuania. So that was the first event in chain of miracles that happened. And when I think about it now, it's also about a specific time that was at the moment. It was the middle of the economical crisis, and I think it was a moment when, in general, there was suddenly some space for some free energy to be unleashed and to think about things that are not necessarily rational and useful at the in the moment. So that was just historical moment that we were able to start this activity. And then after that good start, it was 2 years of what I call the prenatal phase of the project, which was about working really hard and working with Paul and I, working with people here in Lithuania who were trying to help this project to take shape. It was about thinking really deeply about how it can look like if we try to apply something what worked in UK to apply in Lithuanian context. It was also a lot of challenges in trying to explain what we actually want to do, not having any vocabulary about what is creativity, what does it look like when artists go to school, what kind of change they can offer. When we had and still have, I think, this dominating image of a lonely, gifted artist, really unsocial and very hard to see what this person can do to help community grow, the learning community grow, children unlock their creativity, and so on. So for me, so it was really about trying to listen, to look at the world around and try to find ways to explain what we are trying to do, trying to find words, trying to find some schemes that could work. And it was also about gathering the community of people, starting to gather a community of creative practitioners who kind of responded to the call, who intuitively, it was very intuitive, I think. We didn't have for a long time any guarantees that this will happen, but we were still working in this uncertain space and trying to go, not knowing where exactly where we are going. So for me it was also about trying to do things, to be in the roles that I've never been to, and trying to understand how it works just by doing and just by exploring, and it really took a lot of resilience. Now when I remember, it's even difficult to understand where all this energy was from. When you get just so many failures, when you try to explain and you're not successful, people don't understand you. You get really down, and then nothing really affected me in all these 2 years. I was just going on my way. So it was a lot of this kind of work, like this thinking. And so in the autumn of 2011, we finally started the program. So the miracle really came real. That came true. And for me, so we started the program last year with already 40 schools with hundreds of creative practitioners involved. And for me, this first year of the program was so much based on what in Lithuania we have the word pasitikėjimas, which is one word for trust, for confidence, faith, belief. We were thinking about it with colleagues and seeing that probably it comes from old times when it was integral for people to be to have the faith into the divine, to have trust in others, to be confident in yourself. So in Lithuanian, still this word, maybe because we became Christians so late, that we still have this, but we still have this one word which integrates it all. And it was really the fact that we started this, that we managed to make it happen. I think it was really based on this integrity of people trusting me and others who invited to come, because artists and other creative practitioners just came to do. Nobody knew, nobody could tell exactly what to do at this school, and nobody had imagined, I think, what kind of challenge it would take. So by that moment, what used to be in this prenatal phase my personal challenge, and very much my individual story of this uncertainty and this intuitive belief that I have to do it, it became really multiple stories and journeys of taking up responsibility, of taking the challenge, of really staying for long times in very uncertain, very gray zones. And it's talking about the whole team of creative partnerships, talking about all the creative practitioners that participated in the first year. So it was all really based on this value, on this pasitikėjimas thing. And we really, during the year, we really felt how that was growing, and it took not only creative professionals' part, but also went to schools, and this confidence, trust, and this believing that things can be better than we imagine, it started to spread also to teachers and to children. And of course, it took a lot of thinking, a lot of trying to make sense of it all together, and working for us all as a community, which really tries to share what happens and to support and to work as this kind of learning